Hi, it's Friday night. We're leaving in the morning to head up north to hit the Appalachian Trail, and so we're packing up our gear. I thought I'd do a pack up review for y'all before we hit the trail. So this is the brain of my backpack, and I'm going to pack that first. What I put in the brain is we've got this Appalachian Trail passport, and also have some emergency tablets for purifying water in the event that our filter doesn't work. And that's pretty much what I put in the very top. Then in the main compartment here, where there's a lot more room, I add in my personal hygiene kit, which has my toothbrush, toothpaste, and various other things in there. We have a little sewing kit in there. Then this is our first aid kit that goes up there. This is our little tripod for our telephone, goes up in there. I put my headlamp, I've got a couple of fire starters, and I've also got a lighter in there that goes in the top. Also, I put in my emergency power backup for my telephone so that I can charge my telephone while I'm on the trail. Got power supply there. And I include this little thing. It's actually a little mesh bonnet in the event that mosquitoes or those things kind of get really bad. So it's a head mosquito net, extremely light, probably less than an ounce, so I don't mind carrying that. So that's what I put in my brain, and that will attach to the top of my backpack. So the next thing I put in is my Platypus. So I use this for water. I usually fill it with about 2 liters of water, and that's what I carry to drink from. And I have this insulated bag that I put it in. Generally the water from the springs and the streams up there are they're extremely cold. And so by putting it in this little insulated bag, it helps keep the water cold all during the day, so that when I drink it, it's nice and cold and not warm. So I put that in my backpack first, because once I get my gear in, then I can't slide this in because it's too tight, especially when it's full of water. So I'm not going to fill it up with water until we actually get up there. But then there's this little strap here that you hook it to, and that suspends it in the back of your backpack. Now the hose goes through this hole here. And it comes out through the backpack here, and that's what I drink from. There's a little clip that attaches to the backpack. I actually clip it right there, and the hose attaches to this clip. It snaps in, and that holds it in place. Next is my sleeping bag, and it's actually in a waterproof bag, and this bag doubles as both a bag for my sleeping bag, and it also has a valve. So this bag valve attaches to our air mattress, and it actually pumps up our air mattress. You just fill it with air and roll it up, and it pumps up our air mattresses. So what I do with that is I put it in my pack liner. In this case, it's a trash compactor bag. And then I'm going to put this down into the bottom of my backpack. And it goes all the way to the bottom, and I get it down there as tightly as possible. Okay, the next thing that's going to go in is our tent. We have a 3-person tent, so it's big enough for the 2 of us and for our gear. And I don't need to worry about keeping this dry. So So I actually put it next to the liner, but I always put it so that the poles in the tent are in the middle and towards my back. I found that that's the most comfortable way to carry that. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to put in here is my clothing, and we package our clothing in Ziploc bags so that if our pack gets really wet and the pack liner fails, then hopefully our clothing will still be dry. So that's the next thing I put in. I put that in and put it all the way down inside the pack liner onto the sleeping bag. What I'm doing here is I'm getting all that extra air out of the bag so that it packs tighter. Okay, the next thing, I've got these two things. This is actually my Puffy Jacket. So when it gets cold up there, it's supposed to get into the low 50s every night. So I'll want that. That goes in next. And then on top of that, this is my sleeping pad. So now I will actually fold up the pack liner, and that pretty much packs the top of my backpack, or the main, I should say, the main part of my backpack. So then I pull this tight, put those inside there like that. This goes over like this. Now it's time to start packing up the back pockets and so forth. So in this pocket, I usually put my rain suit. So I've got rain pants and coat. That goes in, slides all the way to the bottom. Both Inspiration and I have 50 feet of paracord. This is an extremely strong, lightweight rope, and I pack it into this little bag here. We actually use this as a bear cable. So when we're in places where we've got to hang a bear bag, then I'll put a rock in this little blue bag, attach it to the end of this paracord rope, and throw it over a branch so that we can hoist our bear bag up. And this actually goes into my brain as well. So we'll put that in there. Okay, this is a pack cover in the event that it starts to rain. This is like a little rain cover for my pack that fits the Osprey. I place that in there. Okay, that's everything for that pocket. I have an extra bandana. I include that in my brain. Put that up there. All right, so now a can of bear spray, and this is kind of beat up because I have not used it. I've been carrying it now for 4 years, but that's in case we encounter a bear that wants to attack us. This is to discourage him. I want to put that in my side pocket, and alongside that is my trekking umbrella. This is a extremely lightweight umbrella for light rain, and also it's a great sunshade if we're walking in a place where there's a lot of heat. And it slips down inside these straps all the way down next to the bear canister, like that. Then another thing that I do to secure it in place is I will hook it on this strap here so that it won't fall out or be pulled out. I actually lost one of these recently because I went under a branch, it hooked on the umbrella, I didn't realize it, and it pulled it right out of my backpack. And it wasn't until several miles down the trail that I even realized that I had lost it. Okay, in this side pack, I'm actually going to add our water filter. And we use a Sawyer squeeze, and so it's got the water filter as well as the bags to fill up and squeeze through. And we have a towel in here as well to take care of removing any dirty water from the outside of the bags. So that goes in this outside pocket here. Things are getting a little tight. Okay, on this back mesh pocket, I put my little shovel. This is for digging holes for when you have to go to the bathroom in the woods. It goes down in there. And then these are Crocs, and these are my camp shoes. And so they go in here as well.
Put that inside your shoe because it's poking holes through your mesh.
Inspiration wants me to put this inside my shoe, so I'll do that. All right, so what I've got left here are a couple water bottles. I like to fill these up at night, and one of them will be full with electrolyte powder. In the morning, I drink one electrolyte powder drink every day, and then the other one we just use throughout the night for drinking while we're in the tent or brushing our teeth and that sort of thing. So generally this one will be empty while I'm on the trail. I won't put water in it. Okay, I can attach my brain now to the top. Let's see here. It snaps in on the back here. And there. And then it attaches on the front to these straps here and there. Okay, just about finished. Got a couple things to attach to the outside of the pack. I carry a little bottle of hand sanitizer. It gets attached to this loop right here. And I also carry a whistle, which would be good for scaring bears away or signaling people. Next is my toiletry kit. So I've got 3 days worth of toilet paper and wipes and so forth. That goes in this outside pocket here. So I have easy access to it. I also carry a chapstick with me. And we also have these Ben's insect wipes that I put here as well. Okay, this is my wallet for the week. I've got some money in here, my ID and a credit card. Last thing is my camp chair. So this is a camp chair, very light, only 1 pound, but it has a back, so it makes it much more comfortable to sit. And strap that on the back. Tighten the straps down. And I am packed and ready to go. Let's see how heavy it feels. Oh, I think it's definitely less than 30 pounds. I'm thinking maybe 28 pounds. So with water, I'll probably be right around 34, 35 pounds. Okay, that's everything that I'm carrying for this 70-mile trip on the Appalachian Trail, which starts on Sunday. Thanks for watching.